We're back here with some more Jets franchise action on Madden 22. And man, week number 4 of this game against the Patriots. I mean, it's a huge game. This is a gigantic game after coming off the disappointing loss to the Dallas Cowboys 14-13. When we pretty much dominated the game. We definitely did. Defense played fantastic. Offense just turning the ball over a little bit too much. So in this week 4 game, this is a big time game for sure. And you have Bobby Wagner talking about retirement. Wow, okay. So we're definitely going to try to convince him to come back. I don't think, why would he retire? I just don't understand. So, doesn't have it in his heart. Game resulting in a significant hit to his ratings. So that is not what we want to see. Stick around for a while, see if the losing streak continues. So hopefully, now we're going to have to definitely turn things around quickly, or he'll be gone real quick. And we struggled out of the gate when that happens. The blame usually placed on the quarterback. We'll put it on Willis. He's not played as well as he did last year in his rookie season. 8 interceptions last year total. We already have 4. 3 fumbles. We've turned the ball over a little bit too much. So it's saying we're going to have at least 3 passing touchdowns to kind of get him out of the little funk he is in. The other thing is Brian Robinson, he's dealing with a bit of a hamstring issue. So he is going to miss the next few games. You can see his ratings have dropped. Now, we're going to have Carter and C.J. Verdell in there. I tried to sign Dearness Johnson, as you see here, but there's some sort of bug with his fatigue that he just can't play. He is out right away. I don't know what it is. You get into the ball game. I tried it. He was instantly tired. So I don't know what's up with that. So we're just going to be rolling with 2 running backs for this week. We'll have to bring somebody out. But you can take a look at the schedule. 3 straight road games, actually. One was in Dallas. Then we go to New England, then go to Vegas, and then back for New England. So you can see this 3-game stretch here. And then the Jaguars, I didn't realize right now, are 3-0 as well. So it's a tough stretch of ball games. We're not guaranteed anything. Last year in the playoffs, you're thinking, oh, man, this team is just going to continue to go on the rise. And right now, starting off 1-2, you see Mac Jones, a superstar development, 5 touchdowns, 3 picks on the season. I mean, they're not doing anything really spectacular, as you can see. Running game, not really anything. Just 4 total touchdowns. Nothing too crazy there. As for the receiving game, yeah, I mean, their leading guy has 117 yards after 3 games, 10 catches for Kendrick Bourne. Spreading the ball out, but nothing real productive. Defensively, Judon just can get after the quarterback, no doubt about it. But see, sacks, I mean, they only have 6 total sacks so far in 3 games. So they're not really getting to the quarterback. I don't think they're creating many turnovers. Judon's an 87. He's up to an 87 overall. Superstar development. Do they have any picks? They have 4 interceptions on the season. J.C. Jackson, he's always tough. No doubt about it. Superstar development as well. So you can see they have a lot of talent. And they're 3-0 for a reason. But you can see stat-wise maybe just not putting up a ton of big numbers. They're just 3-0, playing really well. But still, this is a big game. Because if they go to 4-0, we go to 1-3, that's going to be some troubles. That's going to be troubles. I mean, we'll have a chance to come back at them in the next 2 weeks, but still, you don't want to. You'd rather take both of these games versus them, no doubt about it. As for the defensive game plan focus, I guess we do short pass. I mean, you can see the ratings for the medium and deep, not very good for Jones. I mean, really, it's going to be about stopping the run, to be honest with you. I mean, just like the Buffalo game, the Monday night game the other night, where he attempted 3 passes. I mean, that's crazy. I know it was an insane wind game, but, I mean, New England loves, if they can run the ball on you, they will do it all day, no doubt about it. So, there's our game plans going to this week. No other injuries other than Robinson. Guidry gets an upgrade point. That is good to see. Continue to work on that secondary. Obviously, getting some time with Jason Verrett out. I guess we do zone because he's pretty good in man, and obviously he has like 97 speed, so very good in man coverage. +1 speed. Man, that is crazy. Now he's up to a 98 speed. You can see the 64 zone coverage. So that's why it is tough sometimes to put him in zone. I usually only like to put him in dime formations. And then Stingley has himself an upgrade. And let's see, work on the zone coverage, I guess. Yeah. He's pretty good in man, too. So most of our corners are pretty good in man. +2 zone coverage, +1 awareness. So Stingley continues to improve. And we're close to another ability slot. He just has to get up to an 85 overall without, obviously, the temporary upgrades. But let's get this one going. Here in New England, And put on the old 90s, I was it 1995 season jerseys against this Patriots team. Look, I mean, there's some pretty cool jerseys. Whenever I see these jerseys, I just think of Drew Bledsoe. Maybe even the Super Bowl year when they took on the Green Bay Packers and Brett Favre. So those are kind of the uniforms that I can kind of think of. And I think they look pretty nice. We're rocking the white uniforms, obviously, with the black pants. Decent combo. Jets, I think, wore them last week. But here we go into week number 4 and see if we can turn this around, get to 2-2 with a big-time victory, as that's going to be Verdell on the return up to the 24-yard line. And here comes Malik Willis. We need 3 touchdowns for him for the game plan goal. We'll see if we can get something rolling. Oh, man, that's a terrible throw. Terrible throw to start off. Had a man wide open. Luckily, J.C. Jackson did not pick that one off. But we'll see how this run game goes as well. No Robinson in this ball game. As Carter up the middle, and he is stopped short on 3rd and 1. And that's been an issue, too. You know, we've had some decent run game the last, 8-9 games of the season last year. A lot more consistent, and that helps out a lot. You can play action off it, but we just haven't had it this year. But the defense has been playing unbelievable well, so that is always good to see. 3rd and 10. Jones looking, firing, and that is going to be completed, caught. Nice pass in the zone. 1st down, New England up to the 47-yard line. That's Darius Slayton with the reception. So can we play another solid defensive effort like we did last week against Dallas? We just hopefully can put up some more offensive numbers, as that's caught. Brings up a 3rd down and 4. So Jones from the gun, and really New England hasn't really done much so far trying to run the ball here early on. They're going to the pass, and that's going to be underneath once again for another 1st down. So moving the ball up to the 39-yard line, and here comes the run. And that's going to be plenty of room to run, breaking through a tackle, and that's up to the 22-yard line as Damian Harris. And that is a 15-yard run for New England. So far, everything working in this first drive for this offense. 2nd and 7 as Jones outside fires. That's going to be caught. Probably enough for another 1st down. It is to Nelson Aguilar. And now New England down to the 3-yard line. 2nd and 2. Handoff to Harris, and he's stopped. That's a nice stop by Franklin Myers. See if we can definitely hold them to 3 here. That would be fantastic. It could still get a 1st right at the 1. 3rd and 3. Jones looking, firing. That's going to be caught, and that is going to be a touchdown. Thought we might have had it there. Cannot bring down Harris. New England just goes straight down the field. Touchdown, 7-0 the score. And now you can see this crowd's rocking, cameras rocking, and let's see if we can get back into it here. As Willis on 2nd and 8 fires down the field, and that's going to be caught by Elijah Moore. He's got the 1st down up at the 42-yard line. You know, he's really had a slow start to the season as well. I'd like to see him step up. Obviously, Claypool last year had a great season. He only had his 1st touchdown last week, so we'll see if we can get this passing game going. Only 4 total touchdowns through the air in these first 3 games. 1st and 10, handoff to Carter's got some room. Nice blocking there on the outside, and that's a good run, picking up around 14 yards, and something just we haven't seen at all this entire season. Barely really had any good runs. 1st and 10 now from the 17. Play action. Willis looking, firing. Robinson for the catch on the outside, and that's up to the 4-yard line, and a 1st down. See if we put this one in here to tie this ball game up. 1st and goal. Fire. Trey McBride, touchdown. That was a solid drive right down the field, getting the touchdown. Passing game looked a lot better. And we'll tie this game up here at 7 apiece. So let's see what this defense could do as Harris just running through the defense. He picks up around 9. Up to the 47-yard line and brings up a 2nd down and 1. They'll just go right back to him on the counter. But look at the stop. Brandon Smith, Quincy Williams are there. And there's a block in the back, so that is going to knock them back. That's what we want to see. We had some problems with penalties last week, and looks like New England has the penalty there. It hurts them now 3rd and 11. Instead, it would have been a 1-yard gain, and then it's a bad pass for Mac Jones, and Stingley is going to be there in zone coverage, right place, right time, and picks this one off. Man, don't see a lot of that usually. But you can see the pressure from Zadarius Smith. Maybe forces it too early for Jonnu Smith. And there we go. Stingley in the right time, right place, intercepts it, and we got it at the 39-yard line. 2nd and 11. As Willis dropping back in the zone. As Carter's got it underneath, that's going to be caught. Gain of 10. So brings up around a 3rd down and 1. Can we trust in this run game? Had a 3rd and 1 earlier in the ball game first drive. Didn't get it this time. Oh, it's close. Got it. And we got it, man. We're having troubles with those, but we got it. Start this second quarter out. See what we can do off the play action pass. As Willis fires it, he's going to find Gerald Everett, who's in for the touchdown. So we'll take advantage of that turnover. We'll get Willis his second TD pass. We're 1 away from the goal. And we'll take a 14-7 lead here in this second quarter. All right. Playing a lot better offensively in this ball game, especially when we need it. 2nd and 4 for Mac Jones, and he's going to go down. Ball's loose. Lawson picks it up. I guess they're going to say he was down. I'm not sure who touched him, but is this a fumble? It is. Quinnen Williams knocks it loose, getting through the pressure. Picked up by Lawson, and this is huge. Up to the 19. Look at the field position now. Now we have a chance to put this up to a 2-score ball game. 1st and 10. Hand off to Carter up the middle. He's going to pick up around 4 yards. Brings up a 3rd down and 6. We're going to spread them all out. 5 wide. Looking. Willis trying to find something. He's looking. He's going to take it himself, and I believe he did get the first, and he did before he stepped out of bounds. 1st and going out from the 8-yard line. Carter in the backfield. We'll hand him the ball. Carter's got some room to run, and he gets it for the touchdown. This is looking like the team we were last year. Offense moving it. Not sure what Carter's doing. He's kind of stuck in place. But we'll take the lead. 21-17, just like that. 2 turnovers, and we take advantage of both of them as Zadarius Smith comes through for the stop. Harris going nowhere. Loss of 3. And brings up a 3rd and 13 as Zadarius probably having the best game he's had for this team. He applies some pressure there, but going up top, and it's knocked away by Levi Wallace. Incomplete. And, man, this defense looking good this year. Look at the run game. Carter with the good run. He gets through, picks up 17 yards as Vera Tucker is going to go down, so that's not what we want to see at all. But, man, running game working. Talk about the best time in the world to have your best game so far of the season as Carter up the middle again. That's another good run, picking up about 14, 15 yards, a 1st down. Everything clicking in this ball game. And we're down to the 31-yard line. 2nd and 4. Play action to Carter. Watch out. Pressure coming, but gets around it as Willis going up top. Oh, man. That was just a good job getting away from, I believe, that was Judon. Got away from him just in time. But on 3rd and 4, we're going to go underneath. Claypool for the catch. He's got the 1st down up to the 14-yard line. Man, if we can get this up to a 28-7 lead, that's fantastic. Did not expect that at all. 3rd and 7, though. Still have a chance to pick up a 1st down. Willis looking. Plenty of time to throw. Looking down the field. He's going to fire it, and he finds Claypool in the end zone. Touchdown. Oh, man. Willis and his offense looking good in this ball game. That's 3 touchdowns. That's the goal already in the first half. So we will not hopefully lose anything there. Maybe gain some attributes after this ball game, as now the run game for New England is not working. Nice stop by Ashton Davis and company. And now brings up a 3rd and 11. So New England's offense can't get anything going after that first great drive. Going up top. And Stingley is going to pick this one off. He's got some room to run now, trying to cut it back. Breaks off the 1 tackle, and he's taken down to the 45-yard line. But 2nd pick of the half for Stingley. He ran the route better than the wide receiver. You know, usually you see that, especially on old Madden from the computer. And we actually saw it for a user. That's fantastic. Another turnover. New England's turned the ball over 3 times here in this first half. This defense is just creating turnovers. It's unbelievable. Usually don't get many interceptions, barely any fumbles, but it's working this year defensively. It's just the offense hasn't put up the production to help out, but in this game they are, as Claypool is going to go down. So we'll have to take a look at that one. But over in the middle on 3rd and 5, Gerald Everett is open, and he's got 16 yards up to the 10-yard line, another 1st down. And we're trying to put this up to a 35-7 game at half. This is crazy. Could not do this against Dallas. Dallas was just completely shutting us down as Carter up the middle, and Carter's only couldn't pick up around 3 yards. So we'll just let that clock run down a little bit. But an abdominal tear for Claypool. So that is definitely a 3 to 4 week injury. So Claypool is out for at least 3 to 4 weeks as we go back and we find another touchdown. This time it's Foster Moreau in the end zone. What happened? Where has this team been? There's nothing changed. There's no slider change or anything. This is just a different ball game. This is crazy. 35-7. Everything just working out in our favor. 3 turnovers in that first half. We got 21 points off of them. And man, 35-7 lead. As you see Jacksonville, they're now 4-0. Trevor Lawrence, 2 touchdowns, beats the Texans. They're at 2-2. But look at the Jaguars. Looking good. Another big-time AFC matchup. Cincinnati at Tennessee. Tennessee wins. They go to 3-1. They hand the Bengals their first loss of the season. They're at 3-1. Derrick Henry, 172 on the ground, 2 touchdowns. Nice game there. As for their other AFC East opponents, the Bills play on Monday night, so not sure. Their Dolphins did end up losing, if I can speak, to the Chiefs. So the Dolphins really starting off the season really slow, but the Bills, they're looking pretty good. So, and this is going to happen. Bills and Patriots. Patriots had a down year last year, but they're going to come back this year as Harris starts off this first drive. And this first drive of this second half, outstanding, down to the 10. So we got to be careful with this ball game. I know we're up 35-7, but you just never know what can happen. 2nd and 9, hand off to Harris right up the middle, and he is going to be in the end zone. They're going to say he got the ball over, and he's in for a quick touchdown. So just like that, it's a 35-14 ball game. I know it's still a 21-point ball game. We just got to continue the offensive production. Hopefully get the run game continuously going, waste some clock, limit possessions. We should be good, but still, plenty of time left in this ball game. 2nd and 13 outside. That's going to be Robinson for the catch. And now, obviously, with no Claypool, Robinson's going to move to the number 2 receiver. And with his production this year, I'm not expecting any drop-off, to be honest with you. So I'm no problems with that. Just obviously depth, as we'll have other receivers now have to step up. So that is going to be a penalty there on that play on 1st and 10. And I think what we're going to utilize is the tight ends a lot more. You saw Foster Moreau already with a touchdown in this ball game. Trey McBride's been more involved this year. So we just might have to go to more 2, maybe 3 tight end sets with the injury to Claypool, as that's going to be another block in the back penalty. Back-to-back. Now it's a 1st and now 2nd and 27. Back to the 34-yard line. As Willis is going to fire this one underneath, finds Robinson, picks up around 14 yards. So it's going to be a 3rd and 12 from the 48-yard line. If we could pick up a first down here, that would be crazy off a 2nd and 27. As Willis, where it's not going to happen, just can't get rid of it in time. Chase Vinovich gets him, brings him down. Guy we have always had troubles with, and that is going to be a sack. So New England does get a stop. We're going to have to hold him here, because if this offense picks up another TD, as that is just wide open on the outside, Aguilar. If they pick up another touchdown with still maybe like 3 minutes left in this third quarter, it's only a 14-point ball game. 1st and 10. Jones firing wide open over the middle. That's going to be caught. Kendrick Bourne. And New England is moving it. They've made some adjustments, and what they are doing offensively right now is working. Up to the 31-yard line. 2nd and 9. Jones fires underneath. That's going to be caught. That was a weird animation tackle. Brings up a 3rd and 5 now from the 27-yard line. We're going to bring some heat, try to get some pressure. And what a play from Stingley. Oh, man, that was a touchdown-saving play and holds New England to a field goal. So 35-17 instead of 35-21 because, yeah, there was nobody else there. It was one-on-one. We pretty much brought a 0 blitz, and nice play defensively. 3rd and inches, run game, up the middle, Carter, does he have enough? And I believe he does. 1st down. Just enough, and we'll take it. 1st and 10 with that run game. Now let's play action off it. That's what we're going to do. See the linebacker steps up a little bit, allows McBride to get underneath. That's going to be caught up to the 47-yard line. 1st down. 1st and 10. Oh, that play action worked out perfectly because I think Judon was coming in, and then he kind of stopped and went up. And that's going to be caught 1st down up to the 36-yard line. As we now head into the 4th quarter, that's exactly what we want to do. Just limit possessions, but on 2nd and 4, the RPO, we had him. Just didn't have time. So that Chambers gets through for the sack. So 3rd and 6. Going to set up a screen here to Carter, and that's going to be knocked away from Judon. Screens are just so horrible in this game. That's why I don't call them. There's just no really reason to call bubble screens or anything like that. They just don't work. Guys don't know how to get off the break. They just don't know how to react. It's just really bad. As you can see there, it's not good. But we'll get a field goal, answer right back with one of our own. Back up to a 21-point ball game, 38-17. So now can this defense, as long as we just don't allow big plays and quick scores, at least make them drive down the field. That's what we want. 1st and 10 as Jones is looking. Good coverage down the field. The ball is going to be loose. We'll see if that fumble stays with the field position, but that's going to be sack. That is Kutcher, the rookie, his first sack in his career. It'll count as a half sack, but congratulations there, getting a sack and knocking back New England all the way back to the 23-yard line. 3rd and 27. Just dump this one off. I'm guessing they're going to go for it. As Harris breaking some tackles, he picks up 15 yards. So let's see, 4th and 11. I mean, you got to go for it, right? Down 21, under 8 minutes left in the game. You have no choice. So 4th and 11, Jones looking. He's going to fire down the field. Stingley is there. Stingley knocks it away twice to make sure it's not caught. As now Kutcher is, of course, hurt. Gets a sack and he goes down. But defense makes the stop. And now a chance to really end this ball game. 2nd and 9, hand off to Carter. Good running room. Makes one juke move. And he picks up maybe an extra 6-7 yards. He's up to the 22-yard line. And he's close to 100 yards on this ball game. So even without Robinson in this ball game, Carter is looking pretty good. C.J. Verdell now with the carry. And Verdell has got 6 yards. And he's got himself a first down as this clock just continues to roll. And it looks like we got this one in the bag with a big-time win. Carter up the middle, just continues to dig, and he's in for the touchdown. What a run. And he's faking the TO celebration. Pulls a Sharpie out, signs the ball. But that was one heck of an effort. Look at him, just continues to dig, goes through, gets a little bit of help from his lineman, gets in for the touchdown. The knee was so close there to touching, as it does not, and that is going to do this game. That's it for this one. 45-17 is going to be your final. That is a massive win here in week number 4. Much needed. And we go to 2-2 in the season and just keep this. I know the division wasn't over if we lose. I understand that because we're only 4 games in, but it would have been tough. 17-22, 248 through the air, 4 touchdowns for Willis as we get the goal as he needed 3. Carter goes over 100, 111, 2 touchdowns. That's like the best rushing performance of the season. So I don't think Robinson's going to lose his job, obviously. That's really good from Carter. Other Robinson, 5 for 74. McBride had a touchdown. Foster Moreau touchdown. I mean, we're just spreading the ball around, utilizing everybody. Look at all the tackles for loss. We really shut down the New England run game. Quinton Williams, 1.5 sacks. Kutcher, Zedarius, and Franklin Myers, each with a half sack. And Derek Stingley, 2 picks. Ashton Davis had one later on at the end of the game. So he gets a pick. Look at the 4 pass deflections as well. Stingley, an excellent game. Fantastic. And now Ashton Davis is going to have himself an upgrade. I've been so surprised at this defense. You don't never know what you're going to get in Madden with defense. You just don't know. And right now, we're playing excellent defense. Excellent defense. As now Carter has himself an upgrade after a 100-yard ball game. 75 overall. I guess we just continue with elusive back with the scheme fit. Don't even really try for anything else. 1 acceleration, 1 agility, 1 awareness, and 1 juke move for Carter. As he'll get the start, obviously, again next week, as Robinson will be out once again. But let's take a look at this one. Appreciate what he said to the media coach. Really motivated me to play well, and judging by the win column and the stat sheet, it worked. So we reached the goal there. Had the positive effect. Great game. Build on it. Keep this momentum rolling for the rest of the season. So +5 medium and deep throw accuracy for the next 2 games. That is big time there for Willis. And offensive linemen have +5 pass block power and pass block finesse. That's awesome. As Claypool, we're going to need it because Claypool's out for 4 weeks. So we'll get Brandon Sheriff, Jason Verrett, and Marsh back next week. But as for receiver, we're going to bring up Antonio Nunn from the practice squad. He was on the team last year, had another decent productive preseason. So we'll bring him up. And you can see we're rolling with Elijah Moore, Robinson, Campbell, and Nunn. So only still 4 receivers on the roster. We're getting a little thin. No doubt about it. Talent-wise, they're not really there. Robinson's playing a little bit better than the 70, but still, hopefully we can still be productive. Looking at the standings, Browns 4-0, Bengals at 3-1, Jaguars at 4-0, the Titans at 3-1, Texans at 2-2. As for our division, 3-1 Patriots, 3-1 Bills. As right now we're at 2-2, so that's a huge win there. Dolphins right now at 1-3. In the West, this is terrible. Oh, that's awful. That is a bad division right there. In the North, the Vikings at 3-1 with Tom Brady at the helm. South, Panthers 3-1, Saints at 3-1. The East, you got the Washington football team and the Dallas Cowboys, both undefeated at 4-0. And then you got 3 teams in the West tied at 2-2 with the Rams at 0-4. So, that's going to do it for this one. Big game here. We got a playoff rematch against this Raiders team in Vegas. Hope we can get a little bit of revenge. Put them at 1-4 and get up to 3-2 before we take on the Patriots once again in Week 6. But that's going to do it for this one. Please leave a like, comment, subscribe. I will see you in the next one. You guys have a good one. Bye-bye.